Hello. I thought I would come on here and just say hello to everyone. I've not had a video up for over a week. It's more like a week and a half. And that's because I've had a visitor. My bestie has been staying from down south. Now, by down south, when you live up here in Orkney, you mean anything below Orkney. She actually lives in the northwest, but she's classed as being from south. There's a lot of colloquialisms up here. So I've not done a video because we've been out doing things and I kind of was just enjoying life and didn't think, oh, now I better record this. So I didn't. So I thought I'd come on and just show you some of the stuff that's on my desk and in my room. You can see I've got, that's the last picture that I've been doing. It's not finished yet. I'm sure it will be at some point. Don't know when. But yeah, a few things that are on my desk might be interesting. I don't know. So first thing I'm going to show you is my favourite paints. Look at the colour of that. These are all Pebeo Studio acrylics because I just wanted neon. And then I've got another one as well. What's that colour? I can't do all three at once because I'll drop them. There we go. Aha, I did it. So these are 500ml, I think. Yeah, 500ml tubs of wonderful, wonderful paint. Oh, look at that. So there's kind of a hint of neon on a lot of my work at the minute because I love these paints. And they're sitting on my desk. They don't even go back onto their shelf. They just sit on my desk. Another thing that's sitting on my on my desk, is more neon. I've got fluorescent pink ink, which is De La Rosa System 3 ink, which I love. I just think it adds a little pop. I'll show you on here. So a little bit of bright pink just in the middle of that little flower. Yeah, I really like that. But other inks, this one is well used. It's down to about here, I think. This is a Liquitex one. This is one of the very first inks I got, and it's deep turquoise. These are just the ones that are out on my desk. Another De La Rosa in Scarlet, which I've been using quite a bit. And my other pink, which is quinacridone magenta, which is another Liquitex. So they're the ink. Oh no, I've got another one. I've got green. I don't often use my green one. Must have been using it on something. So they're the inks that I've got out on my desk at the minute. Other things that I've got on my desk, I have got some E6000 and some other glue. I've been trying to fix my wife's croc lights because she managed to snap the connector bit off, and I've discovered neither of these will do it. I could have actually been a little bit impatient with this one, which is why it didn't work. This one just didn't work at all. But this one I might not have given it enough time and gotten hacked off with it. I've got some oil paint. What's it called? Just solvent. Yeah, oil paint solvent, a little bottle thereof. Squirty bottle of water. Another squirty bottle of water. Oops. I have no idea why this is on my desk. I've got a box of matches. I've also got a donkey. This is a donkey. My wonderful sister-in-law gave me this one Christmas, and I love it because she knows I love donkeys. She's very thoughtful with her gifts. I've got a brayer that needs a bit of a clean. Some more solvent in a tub. What else? Oil pastels. Oil pastels are always around me. I have got another tin. Let me show you my tin of oil pastels. This is going to get noisy. This is my tin of oil pastels, and I've just had to invest, chosen to invest in some little white ones. You can see that one's already quite worn down. I use a lot of white oil pastels in my work, and that was pointed out to me by myself, but I got these while I was over doing the gallery show, and the white just kept shrinking. You can see the turquoise and the yellow are quite small as well, but the white just kept shrinking and shrinking. So I needed to get something that meant I had a good stash of fine white oil pastels. The Sennelier ones, which is what these new ones are, they're just my favourite oil pastels. Most of the ones I've got are these big ones, which I love, but they're so creamy. They blend a lot better. I do have some of the Cairn Dash ones, I'm not as keen on them. I don't think they blend quite as well as the St Eliot. I do like them. And these Sea White of Brighton, these were just the ones that happened to be in the shop next door to the gallery. And I like them, but they're not St Eliot. They're not my St Eliot. So yeah, I like those ones. Oh, I've got an empty bottle here. That one's not got anything in it, but it's there. What else do I have? Oh, I've got a load of big brushes. They're not meant to be on my desk, but currently they are. Some matte medium. I'm sure this isn't very exciting for you to know what's on my desk, but I thought I'd share. I've got little doodly doll. That's actually got a video of me swimming on it, which I'm meant to be uploading but haven't yet. What else have I got? So I've got this piece of work that's I just showed you a bit of. That's another work in progress. I'm not so keen on this bit at the minute, but I'll do something to figure that out. This is another one that I'm desperately trying to rescue because I fell out of love with it, and I think it's probably going to go. I don't think I'll be keeping that one. What else have I got? I have got these. These are quite a cool idea, and I've just had them delivered from Amazon, and they're for going round your plug so that it's easier to get your plug in and out. So underneath my desk I have, I think, about 8 things, 9 things plugged in, and sometimes it can be a faff to pull them out because they're quite limited space under there. So I got these in the hope that it's going to make it easier to pull them out individually, and I can label them up as well because they come with labels and little stickers. That's another thing. This is something that I've rooted out. I'm doing some selling stuff, just getting rid of stuff that I don't use anymore. And this is a lovely little book that I can't remember who got it from, but someone gave me this as a gift. And then I started putting things that I'd die cut in it, just as a safe place to store them, which seemed to make sense at the time. I've done absolutely nothing with the stuff that's in here, and you can see it's ended up with lots of gems stuck on it by accident because it was in my gem box, but I'm about to sell off all my gems. In fact, someone is coming to pick them up this week. I've sold them all because I don't use gems, but they're all over the inside as well, and they're stuck on top of this. So for some reason this must have been near the pink ones. So that's that, but it's a cute little book, so I'll be doing something with that. I've obviously got a phone holder and lights and things, and then there's a couple of bits that are on my desk that are meant to be on my windowsill, but I live in a really old house. So my house is what's called a long house, and as the name suggests, it's long, so it runs lengthways, and it was built roughly at the turn of the 20th century, so late 1800s, early 1900s, and it's got a stone roof, so it's got huge slabs of stone on the roof that weigh an absolute ton, and they're really beautiful apart from when it rains, and they leak. And when we first moved into this house, we discovered they leaked like a sieve. So there's my pet fly who joined me earlier this week. And the leaky roof is sometimes troublesome. So it came into my studio the other day, a new leak that we haven't had before. There's a window straight in front of me here, and in front, above that window, we ended up with a leak. So I had to shift everything off the windowsill so that it didn't get damaged by the leak. It's only a little drippy leak, but it's got a bucket under it now. Also on my desk, I have got things like this, upside down, one of my faceless people, which is another work in progress. I've got a I don't know why this is still on my desk, a basin full of moulds and other stuff and paper on top of it. I don't quite know why that is on the desk, but it is. I quite like this one. Nice moody sky. It just needs framed up. Signed and framed up, and then that'll be ready to head off to its new home. This was an experimental piece that I kind of like. just by putting, I don't know if you can tell, it's raised up, which I think is rather cool. The downside is I can't actually remember what I did. I'm not sure what that is that I put on, but I quite like it. That's another little flower. You can tell I like doing the flowers, can't you? And I've got, this is my signature flower. It just comes in different guises. Now, before I started doing bright colours, I used to do much more, what would you describe it? Moody colours. So this is one that I've done in the past. And this is another one. I do love both of these. And I've had a change around of my IKEA pegboards. And these have been on the pegboard for a while, but are now not. Also on my desk I have, as every good artist should, some polyfiller and some tubs with watered down paint in them, which I think are possibly getting a bit manky. Might need to change them out, but they'll do for now. This one in particular, I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. It's got a milky layer on top, I think. Yeah, it's just going to mix in. It's just where the paint is separated out. So there you go, it's already mixed in. So that is just water, distilled water and acrylic paint and some matte medium in here to just make it a more fluid paint, particularly when I'm doing bigger pieces. It's really helpful. So that is my desk. I do have some other bits. Got a little Lazy Susan, and on the Lazy Susan I've got little tubs of watered down paints as well in lots of different colours. But that's about it. That's my desk. And yes, it is always this messy. And no, I am not a neat creative space person. I mean, you can see I cleared off, where am I going? That desk there, I cleared it all off so that I could put up, I'll twist you around a little bit, that pegboard for putting all my paints up. It didn't last long to have a clear desk, as you can see. I have recently had, if I just do that, these new lights put in. They're fabulous. They make such a difference to the light in the room. And one other thing that I always have on my desk is my glasses. So yeah, these ones have got nice. They were obviously sitting on my desk when I was doing black paint yesterday. So I've got black splats all over them. These are my only pair of distance glasses. So I kind of lose them a lot. And they really need replacing because they're falling apart. These two are reading glasses. Both the same prescription. And then this is a different prescription. This is meant to be my close-up prescription. But because I've not actually replaced my glasses for a couple of years, this has now become my standard reading prescription. And these ones don't really. And these, I don't know if anyone else does this. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on the camera. Oh, you can't really see it. I've got a line, a perfect line on each lens. Oh, there you go. Ignore the mug, but can you see that line there and that line there? And that's purely from putting them down that way because I'm an idiot. And I do it with every pair of glasses I own, but these are the ones that I do it the most with. So these have currently got that lovely scrape line. And it's really, really helpful because it's right in line with where you look. So I kind of spend my time doing that, trying to avoid it. So yeah, that's a little tour of my desk. I hope you found that in any way interesting. And I'm going to get on with doing some art of some description, I think. Oh, what's going on with my face? With lumps on it. Oh well, I will see you all soon. Bye bye.